everyone. Welcome to Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I am here to do the monthly reading for the sign of Aries for the month of May 2021. I've already meditated on the cards, and please remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Doing the element spread today, current situation, how you can move through this through intellect and communication, the emotions that you can connect with or release, and the outcome. And the essence of the reading today, I pulled some cards, is Temperance. It came in the reverse, but then I felt like it wasn't supposed to be. So I'm going to go with the upright position, but kind of look at it both ways. I feel like there's I don't know, maybe this essence of trying to find balance here, you know? Or to me, it's more about finding a fine balance or blending everything that's going on and trying to find some normalcy or some balance with it. I do think there's a sense of motivation here to kind of take off, but still feel grounded and balanced at the same time. But I feel like to me it's more of integration or combining something here. And really trying to not let certain things that you're doing or a situation that you're doing really kind of throw you off balance or kind of take your energy when you don't necessarily have the extra energy for them to take. Whether it's a situation, a person, your job, I mean, anything, it could be anything. But to me, this is more of a blended, trying to really blend the elements in your life, all these things and situations in your life, and trying to find balance with them. Because I see a motivation here to want to get things done and start to move things forward and really accomplish all the things that you have on your list and bring in things that you really want to do with your time. But it's just a fine balance of finding the time to do so. So that's kind of what I'm getting from the Temperance. And we also have the Page of Pentacles that fell out while we were shuffling. Or me and you, guides and angels, or whoever else is helping me. But the Page of Pentacles, it's definitely something new or a new project being, a new opportunity, a new project. Or something you're committing to that's something new, a new commitment to a new venture or something. So there's definitely something new starting here for you. Definitely an opportunity of some sort. Could be work, could be just in life, could be learning something. I mean, it's just something that you're committing to. It could be just committing to, and that's why you're trying to find some balance here, because I do feel like maybe you're running low on time and energy and balance, and having this energy of something new coming in or a new way of thinking or something that you're going to be needing to, give your time to. There's just finding this balance between the two and the rest, the new opportunity and all the other things you have going on. So I think there's a tug of war here and kind of seesaw energy kind of that I'm feeling here, to try to soar and go do all these things, but also to not get your energy kind of ripped off, So, and I only say that because there's a bird ripping off the face of this person, meaning it's just there's something, could be energy suckers or just things happening here. Things taking your time, really pulling at you and tugging at you, when sometimes not even willingly. So I think there's just some kind of seesawing that needs to be kind of balanced out here. Anyway, I also got Pleasure. There's a transformation. There is something here happening for you that is really bringing you, I don't want to say something there was a death other than what has happened in the last year. Or maybe you just had a tower moment. I don't really see that energy here. I feel like it's kind of been still for a while or stagnant for a while, and now there's a transformation happening because of this time. That's what I'm getting. I'm not saying that something hasn't really collapsed or whatever, but that's not kind of the energy I'm getting. I feel like there's this vibration of transformation that connecting with universal consciousness somehow, or the cosmos is kind of hearing you now, and there's this transformation happening about your energy and intertwining with your, I don't know, I just almost see a spine here, and this energy coming in and out and really connecting into the cosmos or collective consciousness. So I do think there's this could be where the inspiration's coming from, or where this motivation's coming from to really do something new with the Ace of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, excuse me. I don't know. I just thought it was very, very connected energy to this new thing happening. And that's kind of maybe what's sparking up this, this transformation. You know what? I just made up. It said pleasure, but it's actually pressure. And that totally makes sense. Because it's not so much a tower. It's more of this transformation with something being stagnant, like I felt. That's interesting. I'm glad it actually says this, because that's kind of more with what I'm feeling. It's like maybe this stagnation or this stillness that you've been in for a while kind of is like ready to, this energy is ready to explode and kind of transform into something. So that makes more sense from what I'm actually feeling. So I'm glad that I actually saw that. And these I usually don't pull off now. These are my self-care cards that I pull at the end. But I do feel like this fell out, and I just thought, like, totally fell out, like jumped out at me. And it says nourish your temple. So I do think this is a time right now, since there's this pressure that's like kind of forcing you to have this transformation, and something new's coming, and trying to find balance with everything. Maybe this is taking care of yourself and doing something to nourish yourself. Excuse me. That's kind of, and this is not just nourishing your temple, meaning your body only. This is spirit. This is mind. That's part of your temple, but just overall really balancing and really like nurturing and watering your temple. This, because I see like flowers growing here. So just really, really paying attention to that and the needs of your being, and seeing what you need here to really nourish yourself, so you can have this energy to kind of really. And it's interesting because I'm seeing some of the cards that I've already pulled already. I'm seeing lots of flowers sprouting. So I think this is maybe internal things sprouting. Like you're finally, this pressure that kind of, has this transformation happening is kind of, not exploding these seeds, but growing these seeds that you've planted for a long time. And that's these things coming up, and you're trying to navigate this balance with it. So interesting stuff. I do think this is also like really standing in your power and really connecting with your confidence, and like trying to build confidence here, because I do think there's like a lot of newness and a lot of growth here happening. And I really think that will make everything kind of fall into place, staying confident and communicating, really being communicative, and really staying grounded in this, like really taking time to breathe and really connect with yourself and nurture yourself. I think that's definitely part of the energy that I'm feeling. And also, I also pulled I think these are Urban Crow Oracle. It says influence, and it has these crows smoking. It's not so much that, like, I think this is maybe looking out or watching out what is influencing you right now, and influencing. So the resistance card came along with this, right? They both fell out together. And I think that what I'm seeing here is that your influence, or you influencing, or someone's influence, is kind of holding resistance to, or you're holding resistance on, like, kind of going against the wind because of this influence. So kind of what I'm saying here is like having confidence to kind of move past someone's influence here, or, lack of drive or motivation that's holding you back, in a sense. Something that's like, you need a push, This is not so much smoking cigarettes, but that kind of thing. I think it's just the resistance is here because of this influence. So it's just a matter of checking in and seeing what influences have really prevented you from resisting change, or resisting the flow of whatever you're trying to create here. Resisting that growth, like maybe sitting with that and really trying to understand it a little bit. But this is all about connecting with yourself, and I totally see that just from the cards. So anyway, let's get in. I know I just talked for a very long time, but it's what has been coming out. Current situation, please. Okay. I'm going to pull two more, and then I'll get started. Emotions. Oh, these are coming out fast. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, hard work, commitment, and perseverance. And this is in the reverse. I don't always read these reverse, but I think this is what's trying to say here is that maybe there is some kind of resistance, like what I was just talking about, from really putting in really putting in the hard work and having this perseverance, like really moving forward with this. There's some, I think you're starting to, but it's a matter of finding balance first and then taking on this new venture. But I think that, I don't know, what I'm getting is kind of like, yes, you need to find balance, but don't necessarily miss an opportunity to start something while you're sitting in trying to, like the temperance energy, you know, like use this motivation or this integration time here to really start something new, start a new way, you know, this Page of Pentacles, start this new project or whatever you're working on. You know, do a little bit of this work, but don't let it keep you from actually doing it, is my point. And that's kind of what this is telling me here. And breathing, like inhale, exhale, and create the space within is also in the reverse. And I do think that, was there breath here? Or did I just see that? I may have just said that. Really slowing down. Something here was saying slow down, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe I said that during the Nourishing Your Temple. But breath work, you know, meditation and that kind of stuff will help balance all this stuff out. And really, in the mystery, secrets of hidden meanings. So this is more like the moon energy, moon card. And this is really about seeing things for what they are, things being revealed to you now. Or really seeing things clearly, you know, and manifestation. I really do think that there is something starting here. It's just a matter of balancing out your life and trying to sort what's important here and move forward. So in the current situation or true issue right now, peace, harmony, and contentment. I do think that you're really, for some of you especially, like either you need this and this is kind of what you're bringing in your life, or it's been peaceful and now you want to like create something and move forward. You know, I don't know where you're at, but I see here also the star. So the star here is like, there is there's kind of inspiration. There's a vision that you see, maybe like, you know, long-term planning or long-term goal planning for the future. I don't know, I just feel like there's like a lot of hope, a lot of release happening here. Maybe now you're finding more peace within this stuff, more optimism, you know, really looking into the future and like feeling like you can actually create anything or manifest anything. Like there's this confidence here being gained that you start to believe that you can actually create what you want, you know? So really great energy here. Can you clarify, please? That was fast. I'm just going to do that. Silence and participation. That's interesting. I'm not going to keep these because I didn't really, but I was just saying, you know, silence, meditating and stuff I think is really important. I actually am going to keep these because I think they are pretty accurate. Participation. This is also about stability here and what you're participating in and sorting out what is important for you right now. Like I was saying before, you know, really blending all of your elements together and really participating in the experiences, what you get out of it, the lessons learned, the journey, not just letting them pass you by, like really like grasping it, touching it, experiencing it. I really feel that, like, and it's more like with community too. It's not, or maybe this is just all the things that you're doing, but it's about stability here. Interesting stuff. Let's pull one more and then we'll move on. What's the current situation for Aries? I think the star, like you creating and trying to manifest stuff and planning for the future and like long-term goal planning here. You're in this creation mode of like creating a blueprint of how you want things to be, or that's kind of where you want to head. You know, maybe some of you need to find balance, or maybe this is this is kind of bringing you balance because you're actually planning it out and getting it out of here and actually seeing things the way you want it to pan out, you know, not being stuck on the expectation, but just at least seeing what the possibilities are. Just kind of saying like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, and then maybe have like a check off list or like a bucket list, but not a bucket list in a sense, but things you want to do right now. And for some of you, like once you've created this and put it out in the universe, you kind of sit and wait, but you do other things, you know, you keep going with all these new projects, but the things you've already created, you kind of sit and wait. And then others I see like maybe there's some stagnation there because you've created the blueprints and you just did nothing else to kind of create it, like this relationship with the universe where you're sending it out and then there's like no other dialogue with the universe. So maybe for this stagnant kind of energy or this, I don't see like a loss of hope at all. I think there is this silence that's kind of waiting for the return. But just reminding you, I don't know why it's coming up, so I'm going to bring it out. But like just reminding you that this is being heard, but maybe you can kind of revisit it to connect with the universe again about the things that you want to manifest. Just to keep that momentum and that power going for some of you, not for everybody. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers and then move on. This is for Aries current situation, please. Thank you. Grounded. It is really important for you right now to stay grounded. And that's what you're doing. Finding balance is staying grounded, staying present. Really connected to the earth will really help you through this. But not being too grounded, like really participating as well. So there's a little bit of participation. That's interesting. Sun in reverse. We also have their sun in reverse up there. I don't know. I think the sun in reverse might be some confusion about how to balance this stuff out. Maybe like feeling limited or just tired to really like, even though you want to plan and all this stuff, maybe some of you are fatigued or just confused about how you want to perceive this. Or maybe there's just like negative feedback in the mind kind of preventing the universe from hearing this. You know, maybe it's just the stinking thinking, because we can be addicted to that, you know, or letting it consume you and then you kind of just move on and don't really actually bring things to fruition. But I don't know if that's for the majority. That might be just for someone. If it is for you, then you can hear this. But if not, it's just about, for the rest of you, I think that the sun card the sun card's beautiful no matter what, but there might be just some stagnancy there, some stagnation there. But we have it up there in the communication position. So it's interesting here. I think there's more of like a confusion of what do you want? What do you really want to manifest? How to do it, if anything here. You've had the blueprints. You said exactly what you want, but you're like, I don't really know how to manifest this. Like, how am I going to bring this to fruition? So that's kind of what I'm getting from there. Pull one more. I know I said that last time, but I love these two. One more for current situation. No, I'm not going to do that because I don't feel current situation for Aries. Hydrate. That's interesting. And confidence. And I said this from the very beginning. To have confidence. It's also a 7, and 7 is also like having gaining experience or really utilizing the experience you have to move through this. I think for a lot of you, it's more about gaining experience of how to move through this, and that's where the confusion is coming from. But also hydrate, which is also causing, there might be some obstacles here just because there's not enough nurturing here to really grow the seeds. And I said this from the beginning with nurturing your temple and like this pressure of transformation and stuff. Hydrating, I think, is like watering your seeds to watch them grow, like really nourishing new projects, really nourishing like even in the Page of Pentacles, she's kind of watering. She had just watered this new opportunity, this new project, you know, and even in, I haven't gotten here yet, but you have the Ace of Pentacles too. She's watching this grow, like literally coming out of the earth. So what I'm getting from this is that not only nourishing your temple, but nourishing everything around you and really being present and like taking care of it. Like, you know, it's almost like bringing awareness to a dying plant, and then you go over to that plant and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for like doing this to you. And you give it water and you pick off the dead leaves, and then you see this plant grow. You know, it's like just bringing a little love and light and awareness to these situations, to yourself, I think can really make all of this stuff come to fruition. And that's kind of what I'm really seeing here. I'm glad I picked these out. In the communication, how you can communicate and how you can flow or move through communication and intellect, you have freedom, spread your wings. So this is more for communication, I think, and the way you process stuff. I think it's about being more fluid and being more free in the way that you express yourself, actually expressing yourself a little bit more open, having more openness and like more room to really communicate in a different way to yourself, to the universe, to other people, you know. And the sun in the reverse, like I said before, I'm going to show you the upright position. But like I said before, this could be confusion or like this negativity or like negative talk a lot that's preventing you from this. Maybe a little bit of depression that's causing the dialogue between you and the universe, or you and people. And even the things that you're hearing are not so positive. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Or really limiting yourself to all of the possibilities of ways you can communicate and also take in information, you know. This also can mean exhaustion of like just not having the energy because you're so tired and not balanced right now, or finding balance, that you're just, to communicate is just not coming out the way you'd like it to, or just being so tired that you're just not, it's just like disconnect, you know, not really hearing things, not really saying things the right way for some of you. So I think that could be the reason why that's there. I'm going to clarify some things. Whoa, just bet my card. Patience. I think this is about patience, about after you've watered your plants, you watch them grow. And this is about being present. This is also a 7, and this is all about gaining experience here. Really sitting and being and gaining knowledge on how to communicate, how the universe communicates with you, how you connect, how you bring in information, what you hear, how you hear it. You know, this is really just sitting and kind of being, and kind of taking it in all in, you know. I like these cards. It's Osho Zen, I think. They're nice. So that's interesting. I'm going to do one more. These for selecting communication for ARIES. Ooh. Oh, I thought this was. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is all about intellect and communication. This is beautiful. She has the head on a platter. To me, this is really connecting with yourself, finding new ways, interesting ways to connect with yourself intuitively, and not only using the mind to have this to like connect with intellect, like really connecting with what the body's actually talking to you about and telling you about, and not what your mind is telling you about. I was really finding creative ways, new ways to do that. So I think that's very appropriate for right here, and it's plus because of the sun being, you know, in the reversal here. And this also can be how you communicate with people, your friendships. To me, this is a 6, which is all about overcoming obstacles and perseverance again. This is how you nurture, the same way you're nurturing your temple. This is how you nurture your friendships and how you communicate with your friendships and how you grow together. So maybe this is inviting you to look at your friendships and seeing where they're at and seeing how you communicate with them and see if there's anything there that could be shifted, or, you know, having more patience for a situation or someone, or just looking at them and observing and really respecting and honoring them, and just overcoming any obstacles of communication here with your people or your tribe, or any kind of relationship for that matter. Please communication. Thank you. And growth on the bottom of the deck. And a new path. So I do think, and they're in their reversal and resistance. Maybe some of you could be resisting this growth period, or not seeing it and being confused and not knowing a direction, and it's kind of like holding this growth period at a standstill, kind of what I'm getting, and not seeing the path that is right in front of you to take on this new project, new adventure, because maybe there's some resistance there of not letting go of these influences. You had the resistance in the beginning with the influences, so maybe there's like this influential old energy that you've been holding on to, or someone or something is influencing you not to let go and move forward. It could be fear. You know, resistance is usually fear of change. Grasping on too tight, you know. Even when you think it's good for you, it's like, it's still resistance. And maybe for some of you, like, you know, now is the time to like really allow fear and anxiety that's keeping you up at night to be released. And maybe that's happening for you, for some of you now. This is also a 6, a 2, and a 4 is all about overcoming obstacles and perseverance here. And this is all about how you feel protected in the way you communicate, or when you feel safe. You know, do you feel safe the way you're communicating, and who's listening to you, and are you in the safe zone there? And I feel like in the beginning we were talking about kind of stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, you know, having more confidence, realizing that you are protected, you know, that you are safe to be able to express yourself the way that you really want to, and having freedom within that, with the freedom card. For some of you that needed to hear that. So, pull a couple clarifiers and then move on. Overall energy. Communication, please. Maybe all messed up, sorry. Just gonna shuffle these real quick. There you go. So, nighttime. I think this is maybe working out some stuff with fear. I think this is kind of the energy that I was getting when I was talking about the bottom of the deck there, about like energy, fears, and keeping you up at night, or what, for some of you, it could be that. This can also be doing some shadow work and doing some work internally about how you process things, how you communicate to yourself, and how you talk to yourself, how you talk to other people, how you allow people to talk to you, that kind of stuff. And joy came up in the reversal too. So this is the Sun card in reverse. So I think that's 3 Sun cards in reverse. So I do think there's some confusion here, or some kind of negative talk or negativity that's causing, maybe some people are, you know, some of you are depressed and just can't move past this to like really connect that this way, or just so tired, and this is bringing limitations to this, or you just can't, some people can't find their voice here. So maybe having some patience with yourself and nurturing yourself and really allowing yourself to connect quietly with your intuition may give you some answers or confidence to kind of come forward with your true voice, you know. I'm going to move on with this to the emotions. So this is how you can emotions you can connect with and or release. And this is trusting, having faith, the power of the universe. This is all about connecting to the universe, or like, you know, globally, like conscious connection to everyone and everything. But this is about trusting that you are safe, and trusting in the process, and trusting that you know best. I feel like this is more about self-love, really loving yourself, really loving, like really bringing love into the situation, releasing emotions that you want to release that have been holding on to for a really long time. Well, and also I'll go back to that because I'll pull some cards. The Queen of Cups in reverse. So the Queen of Cups is all about self-love. And it's also, you know, I think it could be insecurity or insensitivity to others because we are in this self-love mode. And, excuse me, I feel like this could be maybe how you feel sometimes when you put your energy to yourself, that you're not giving energy out, and that you're not like showing up for your tribe or your people or the people around you. And that may come across insensitive, but I think, and maybe it could, maybe if you've been in this mode too long, for some of you, it could be insensitivity to others and not connected to universal consciousness and universal energy because you've been involved within yourself so much. And I can say that for myself as well, like doing inner work and really trying to work on yourself. It's a life's journey, and it can be isolating. It can be very disconnected because when you're spending love, you know, doing self-love on yourself, it's hard to manage and balance out this energy to bring it out to everybody else too, including yourself. So it's kind of usually one or the other, with very little self-love and lots to outside, more so than, you know. So I don't really look at this as a negative, unless you're in that space where it's been there too long and now you have to maybe stop thinking about yourself a little bit and kind of like, or taking a break. And I'm not saying this in a negative way, but like taking a break and giving some love out, because I think what you give out, you get back. So if you feel stagnant in this self-love thing and you feel like there's nothing happening here, or you still feel stagnant there, maybe doing the opposite will bring that energy karmically back to you, from other people and from yourself. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And I'm going to pull some clarifiers on it because I'm curious to see if what's going on with the Queen of Cups in reverse, please. All right, I'm going to shuffle these because they're jumpy. The theme here. Queen of Cups in reverse, please. Turning in. This could be going to bed. No. Excuse me. There's a bunch of ghosts and like entities or something back here, but this could be connecting if you are a medium or connecting in with spirit. Really tuning in and finding, this is also about stability within this kind of energy. This is also going inward and doing inner journey. So like I said for here, I think for the majority, this is about really doing some self-love and just stepping aside a little bit to do some inner work, some self-work, and not feeling guilty about it. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. And unless you're a medium and you're really connected, maybe there's somebody, maybe this is asking some people that are connected that way to tune in, because maybe there's a message that needs to be said or heard. So that can resonate for whoever it resonates with. But for the majority, this is about turning in and really connecting with your inner demons. You know, the thing, your emotions that you've buried for a really long time. This is the emotions position. Releasing some of those stale, old, ashy kind of energy that I feel. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, just very, like I just see a lot of ash with this kind of energy. So just old, stagnant energy that needs to go. It's kind of what I'm getting from that. But also connecting with spirit and seeing if there's any messages there for you. Connecting with your guides, I don't know, whatever resonates with you. Can you please, Queen of Cups in the reversal, please. Whoa. Resilience is also a 6, which is perseverance and overcoming obstacles. Feeling safe, there's safety here. This is also the 9 of Wands. I'll show you the card. It's a pretty cool card. So the 9 of Wands is all about kind of, it could be paranoia, and that could be this turning in and really going inward and working on some of that stuff. For not in the majority, this is just, I'm just saying what this card would mean. This also could mean kind of sitting and waiting, not really making a move here to work on some stuff, you know, kind of stagnant energy. So maybe, and then feeling safe from that, it's like feeling safe. But nines are also about finding clarity on a direction here. So maybe you are finding clarity here and feeling safe. There's also this resilience, which is the 6. And this is the 6 of Pentacles. And this is all about, I think this is about having compassion for yourself. That's what I'm getting from here. Because it's in this position with all of these other cards. I think it's trusting in yourself, trusting in the process, going inward to really release this ashy kind of energy, like skeleton kind of energy that I'm feeling. Feeling safe in the process of it. Giving yourself a lot of self-love. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's just like having really compassion for yourself. And also give and take, which I was saying before, like if you are in this mode and you've stayed there too long, giving and love out will bring it back to you in this karmic cycle. And I really do think that could be a lot for a lot of people. Communication is key, and this is all the 4, which is finding stability with the way you communicate. This is the 4 of Wands. I think the diamonds are the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands can also be marriage, celebration, festivities, communicating with friends, and feeling and having stability also. But I think this is more about communication here with yourself and feeling connected with that and feeling secure. And recharging. I think the Wizard is the King of Spoons. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I should know these cards by heart. But it's about recharging right now. Really taking in your energy. This is the Temperance. This is finding balance within your energy and really blending all of the things that you have together, but in a balanced way, so you can make things work. Not having things so separate where they're like tearing at you, where you need your full attention for all of things. It's like really bringing them together to make it work. And resting, recharging your energy. This is also this is all about your emotions too and how you process them. Maybe taking a break emotionally after you do some of this work and just recharge and then go back in and then do some work and then recharge, do it in baby steps because it's a lot of work. It can be very heavy. One more. Okay. Having gratitude, and for you, some of you might be a healer, the Magician as well, really manifesting something that you really want. Some of you might be healers, and others, this could be a very healing time. Maybe you can find, maybe looking out for a healer that might help you, maybe a therapist or like a group that might help you work through some of this emotional stuff. But I think it's just more of like a healing time for you, or you are a healer and you're healing yourself. You are being the healer in your own emotional stability here. And having gratitude for all of the hard work that you've done and who you are, and appreciating who you are, and all of just having gratitude in general. But this is about self-work here and self-love and supporting yourself, and just being grateful for who you are and what you've done and all of the things you have available to you, all the resources that you have to you. In the final position, or how you can move through this to the final outcome, the Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, let me put these down. I love this card in this deck, and this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. This is all about having this new opportunity to do the things that you want to do and really manifest things and invest your time and energy and having getting the rewards of all this hard work, and like really feeling like you've achieved something here. This is a lot of connecting with your intuition and your heart and your emotions, and getting out of this head, cutting this head right off, not physically, please, but like cutting the connection with the mind taking over all the time with this negative chatter and all these things happening, and really going inward and connecting with your intuition, because it's trying to tell you something here. There's a lot of communication about having patience, slowing down, really nourishing your temple, going inward and doing some inner growth, some inner watering, and this is all about emotions and intuition, this card. It literally says that on the card. But you are connecting with something here. There is this newness here. Aces are a new path, new opportunity, new concept, a new way of thinking, you know? But thinking with intuition now, not with the mind. That's the key of this whole reading. I'm going to write that down. Okay, sorry. So I definitely think that is the heart of all of this, and a really beautiful outcome. And I definitely think that this is a really it's a lot of work, but it's a really great process. And I don't think, other than what's going on here and controlling this to not stop you from going, there's no real limitations here other than the way you process that, you know? There's no real obstacles here. It's pretty straightforward if you do some of the negativity. Yeah, exactly. I think you're just over negative chatter, and if you're not, this is what's going to hold you back. You know, this is about having experience with like positive stuff and letting go of this negative stuff, and setting boundaries for yourself. There's lots of changes, choices. You know, you're really at a crossroads right now, like what direction that I want to take, you know, and don't let the negativity hold you back from really stepping forward into your power right now and taking a path that's really good for you. And what's this? This could be the negativity, you know, this could be seeing things not clearly, not seeing things for what they are, creating an illusion of things being more inflated, more bigger than they actually are, or scarier than they actually are. You know, creating fear when there's nothing to fear at all. The only thing to fear is fear itself. So, you know, and this is also a 4. You have so much 4. So, okay, 4s and 6s are key here. 4, 6. Okay, 6, 4, 6, 7, 8, 4, 4. There's a lot of 4s. I thought there were a lot more than I'm counting here. There probably are. That's a lot of finding stability here and being grounded and feeling safe. And I feel like, to an extent, for some people, this might be stagnation because of the stability, like really holding on to things and not really opening up for possibility of something new. So just be careful if that's you, you know, because of this, it's like too grounded, you know, and this is saying like there's a lot of new opportunity coming. Like let's do this. Let's move, fiery. You know, you're fire, so don't be too stagnant, because we really want to see these new concepts and new ways of thinking really manifest. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to soar and fly and really expand. So just be careful if that, you know, just to look at what your patterns and to see if you're too stagnant or if you're stable in a healthier way. That's all. Just saying, like, look at it, you know. I'm going to pull some self-care cards for Aries, please. So make an altar. Build strength, but this could be body strength. Getting, you know, not being stagnant anymore. You know, stability can be very grounding and stagnant. So for those of you that need to get up and moving, it may not be going to work out, but taking walks and really just creating that fire. And this is also building strength in your intuition here. Making an altar, or just really connecting with your spirituality a little bit. You know, having a ritual of some sort that can kind of help you connect more. Especially if you're a healer, I think it's really, really good to have that grounding energy. Lighting a candle, taking Epsom salt baths, reading. This is cute. This is more about like reading inspirational stuff and then really like soul growing kind of reads. And take a walk. That's exactly what I said. Moving this energy. Get this energy going. Get this stagnation moving here. Aries, I hope this resonated a little bit. If it did, and you're interested to like and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate the support. And please comment down below if it's interesting. I'm just curious to see people's experiences and where they're at and if this connected. I just like to engage with everyone. I hope you have a really great month. I think this is really beautiful work. Just really nurture yourself, stay present, and enjoy the journey. You know, it's a really interesting journey. And I will see you for June. I can't believe it's June already coming up after you read this or see this. But yeah, enjoy your month, and I'll see you next month. Take care of yourself and stay healthy, please. I'll see you.